Howling Ravine is the 17th chapter in Ninja Gaiden 4. You continue to play as Ryu Hayabusa. This is a fairly short chapter with only 2 key events and no chests at all. At the beginning, you will see Muramasa's shrine, which is the only one in this chapter and is located right here. You can replenish your supplies, but there are no additional quests here. If you remember this location from when you played as Yakumo, you know that there is an arena ahead where the boss battle takes place. But before that, turn right first. After jumping over a few obstacles, you will find yourself at the Purgatory gate. This is the first key event you can complete in this chapter. It is optional and can be completed at your discretion. This time, you have to get through 2 waves of enemies. In the first wave, you will see Tsukumo Kettle almost immediately. This is your first and most important target. You must destroy him first, because this enemy causes a lot of problems during the trial if you don't deal with him in time. You can deal with the other enemies of the first wave without any problems by taking them out one by one. The second wave consists of many enemies. The most difficult ones here are the Vangelfs. These are huge and fast creatures that can cause you problems. Overall, this is not the most difficult trial. Purgatory Gate was more difficult to complete in some previous chapters, so I'm sure you can handle this task. So let's move on to the next stage. After successfully completing the mission, stop by Muramasa's shrine, restore your health, and replenish your supplies. A battle with the boss Kurobo awaits you ahead, and at first, it will be slightly different from your fight with this boss when you played as Yakumo. As soon as you enter the arena, you will see Kurobo sitting on one of the branches high up in a tree. And to start with, he will throw a large army of his minions into battle. You will need to deal with many opponents before it is your turn to fight the boss. The main difficulty of this battle is that 3 Tsukumo will appear in the arena at once. 1 kettle and 2 fish. Plan your powerful attacks so that you can deal with these opponents first and as quickly as possible. If you don't, they will cause you too many problems. After that, you will be able to deal with the other enemies and finally start the fight with Kurobo. After you defeat all of Kurobo's opponents, he will descend to you and a duel will begin, which is no different from the previous duel with this boss. All of his attacks are similar to those you have already seen and successfully overcome. The boss has 2 health bars. You will be able to destroy the first bar much faster if you use Ninpo at the right time, attack the enemy with a series of attacks, and use parries and stuns. When Kurobo summons 2 tornadoes, simply move to the other corner of the arena and the boss will come to you. The second stage is different in that Kurobo takes 2 forms in turn. When he is in lion form, you can attack him just as you did in the first stage. When Kurobo transitions to eagle form, you need to think more about your defense. The best defense tactic is to constantly jump up using air currents. This way, you will avoid a lot of damage that Kurobo can do to you in this form. Therefore, the second stage will take a little longer, but it will not be a problem for you. You will confidently defeat this boss, and then all you have to do is watch the final scene in this chapter. You are already familiar with the final scene. Seori approaches and places a seal on the boss. In general, this will force the Dark Dragon, who is the main villain of this game, to be imprisoned in the future. But besides this, strange things are happening here. Seori tells Ryu Hayabusa about the possibility of changing something in this situation. Only later do we find out what she has in mind. For now, she says goodbye to Ryu, and in the next chapter, we return from the past to the present, where Yakumo is destroying all the seals placed on the bosses in order to free the Dark Dragon and ultimately destroy it, rather than simply imprison it. At this stage, this chapter is considered complete. If you found this video useful, please like it and subscribe to the channel. I also recommend checking out the reviews of all the other chapters of Ninja Gaiden 4. See you in the next video, and take care, my friend.